This episode is going to be hard because what I'm about to talk about should make you uncomfortable. And if it doesn't, you might need to ask yourself why. I didn't know the story of Jonathan Joss. Not until a friend of one of my daughters posted about it on social media. And I sat there reading it stunned. Not just because of what happened, but because I didn't know. The silence, the erasure, that's part of the problem. So let me tell you what you need to know, if you haven't already heard. Jonathan Joss, an actor you might know as the voice of John Redcorn on King of the Hill, lived in San Antonio with his husband, Tristan Kern de Gonzalez. They were relentlessly harassed, stalked, threatened because of who they were and who they loved. Not for what they did, not because they hurt anyone, just because they existed openly, truthfully, lovingly. After years of this torment, their home was burned to the ground. The fire killed their 3 dogs. And when Jonathan and Tristan returned to what was left, they found something chilling. The skull and leash of one of their dogs, deliberately placed in clear view. Now, let that sit with you. That is not random. That is not just arson. That is hate. Calculated, cruel, cowardly. While they stood in the ashes of their lives, a neighbor approached, and instead of compassion, he hurled homophobic slurs. And then he pulled a gun. In a moment of horrifying clarity and unshakable love, Jonathan pushed Tristan out of the way. He took the bullet meant for his husband. He died in the arms of the man he loved. Now, let me say this clearly. That is a hate crime. That is domestic terrorism. That is the cost of unchecked hate, bigotry, and indifference. But you know what else it is? It's the reason pride matters. Not for the parties, not for the parades, but because people are still getting murdered for being themselves. Jonathan's husband, Tristan, said that Jonathan had shown him more affection, more love than most people ever experience in a lifetime. He died protecting him. And if that doesn't gut you, you're not paying attention. Now, I want to speak directly to the LGBT community. I see you, I hear you, and I will not be silent, not during Pride, not ever. As a life coach, I know that healing starts with truth, with naming what hurts, with honoring the lives that are too often forgotten. Jonathan Josh should not be forgotten. To the allies out there, this is your moment to do more than post rainbows. This is your moment to speak up at the dinner table, at your job, on your platform, in your community, because silence protects no one. And to those still living in fear, your existence is not up for debate. You deserve love. You deserve joy. You deserve to live, period. So if this moved you, don't let it stop at feelings. Let it shift something in you. Let it stir you into courage. Let it remind you that grown folks don't run from hard conversations. we lean in, we speak up, we shift. If this story woke something up in you, share this. Talk about it. Let people know who Jonathan Joss was. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, or leave a comment. Hit the bell so you stay in this conversation. Buy me a coffee if you believe in allyship that acts, not just talks. The link is below. Remember, pride is a protest against forgetting. Grown folks shift. I'm Michelle Lindsay. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next.